what's going on with this thing? There it is. Is it recording right now, bro?
Yeah, we're recording, bro.
All right.
Not on here.
Look.
Yeah.
He's
He's gonna call it?
He's
Oh,
call
here,
it.
I'll put that next to that mic for you, so you can touch it. That's why I put it next to there.
No, turn it up.
Yeah.
Just
So do that there. Put this over a little bit. Can do a recording going here. Let's see.
he's Facebook streaming this thing himself.
It's alright. You can go. You can start talking.
No, but he's having technical difficulties on his end right now.
Everybody does this stuff.
All right.
You know.
It's unbelievable.
It's the
What's going on, everybody?
And your Instagram right there. So what's going on, folks?
gotta get in the Instagram shot.
Yeah, that's the scout, man. That's Todd, man.
Sorry, I didn't mean to get in your way.
Yeah, I'm
He's a good
going
guy.
back to the Patriots Rams game, brother. I can't see.
Oh, there it is.
I can't see the Rams
Just pick this right up.
taking down
taking down Brady.
Brady. And you said the GOAT. I appreciate that because I'm a 49er fan, but Joe Montana had a lot of weapons. No, he did. Jerry Rice.
Brady has weapons.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
He's had weapons over the years.
I mean, he's had a good defense
But
here and there.
Montana played in an era when,
No, they were trying to kill you.
yeah,
Well,
part of the game plan was to knock out the quarterback.
Yeah, but here's the
I
same
mean,
argument.
Kansas City got flagged for touching Brady's shoulder.
Yeah, but here's the same argument. So if we're gonna have that argument about Aaron, why is Drew Brees put on this pedestal? He won one. He's got all these accolades. That's because you can't touch him and you throw the ball up.
I agree. Can you imagine Dan Marino in this era?
Nope, he destroyed it.
Yeah.
He destroyed it. But we're gonna go this route right here. See what we can get. And
Like for somebody like Tracy, seeing the Patriots in the Super Bowl every year,
Hey.
it's amazing.
yeah, good.
If you're-
Hey, Steve, how's everything? Welcome to Head to Head.
Line 'em up.
Yeah, no, thank you for joining us. How's everything going in your neck of the woods?
We just got over those freezing cold snow days, but we're hanging.
Well, that's a good thing. How you is the weather gonna come back all the way around? Are you part of that plus 70 here in the next couple days?
No, for us it's going to be plus 50, but we're very happy with that. It's a lot better than -4.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure. Well, I definitely appreciate you joining us here on Head to Head. I don't know if you're tuned in on us here on, but we're on YouTube, Instagram.
Instagram, and
I am. Yeah.
If we had another device, we'd go on Twitter.
So you,
On the
here's Todd. He's our scout. He does all of our analytics and stuff for football. He's going to be getting us into baseball, and here pretty soon he's going to be getting us into the baseball seasons. He also kind of does hot topic spots with us here. Then obviously to my right here is Scott, and I'm Chris. So again, I appreciate you guys, and I definitely appreciate you reaching out and getting together with us on Saturday. Yeah, let's get right into the meat and potatoes of it, of our typical interview type, a la whatever. But more importantly, just to showcase Brothers for Brothers and kind of take how this all. Well, first off, what is Brothers for Brothers, and then we'll go from there.
Brother for Brother is basically a 501c non-for-profit that's sole mission is to end PTSD and guys, for good. We've been treating PTSD and TBI the wrong way for the last 50 years, and we're losing more and more brothers and sisters, veterans in the military to it than any other major illness in the world in the last 25 years. And that number right now has risen to over 30 men and women a day.
So I'll be the what do they call that? Devil's advocate. So how did we go from 22 to 24 to 30? And I'm Steve. I'm not knocking. I'm just playing devil's advocate at this point.
No, that's fine. That's
Asking the
fine.
questions.
Well, obviously, I mean, it's not beneficial for the, the VA to show that they're actually losing more soldiers and veterans than they were before.
Right.
So what they do is they reclassify deaths. So if you're killed in a car and you drive off a cliff, then that's a vehicular accident or vehicular death.
Okay.
If you jump off a bridge, it's death by a fall. If you get, shot by a police officer because you go in and you shoot, however many people, it's death from a shooting.
So basically, they're not counting like suicide by cop or suicide by
No,
motor
they
vehicle.
don't consider it that at all.
So what's suicide? And this is a real deep conversation, real quick. But what suicides do they actually take notice of or put in their stats?
Well, I mean, obviously they can't deny suicide by either overdose or shooting yourself, or if you do something where it's direct, hanging yourself, things like that, you can't you obviously can't deny that, but other ways you can reclassify it so it doesn't look as bad.
Let me ask you this: how did you get started into what brought this concept up and got you kind of gearing up to tackle these very powerful issues?
Believe it or not, I was working with. I have a background in exercise science, so I was working with a group of veterans in Kessler Institute for Rehabilitation, teaching them how to use their prosthetic limbs and how to walk again, how to use their arms. And what we did was we basically, when I was working with them, I found out that the stuff that they told me and what they were dealing with was way more than the actual injuries that we could see. Their inability to sleep at night, their inability to feel like they could be around their kids or their family, night sweats, night terrors, not eating properly, taking like 15 pills so they could go to sleep at night. And I realized that, that there had to be some other thing other than just the fact that, they lost their leg or they lost their arm, they lost their
Right.
So we started to explore different options, like trying to get them off of drug dependency and doing so much drinking, and starting to teach them how to meditate so that they could actually shut their mind down so they could sleep at night. And we had some limited success. I've also had them working with a friend of mine, Dr. Jeffrey Spector, who was had a program at Rutgers University at the time, where he helped do some counseling for them. Just in a few things that we did in, reducing the chemical dependency, getting them on a better diet, teaching them how to meditate, and working out with them, we saw a marked improvement with their ability to sleep, with their ability to be around other people, even with their excitement to actually come in to work out.
And how long was that turnaround, so to speak?
It probably took about 2 to 3 months before we actually saw some results, especially with sleeping.
Okay, and would you say? And I'm just kind of curious here. Would you say that that's more? Was it foolproof? It was 100%, or was it half and half, or was there a different number you want to give it?
I would say it's probably 80 to 85%.
Really? That's impressive.
About 10 veterans that were doing the kind of a test program, and about 8 of them were able to have at least 4 solid hours of sleep after that. And 5 of that they weren't able to get an hour.
Okay.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Here's a question from somebody like I've never been in the military,
Sure.
right? So maybe some
That's great.
listeners who haven't done. So when a soldier comes home from the battlefield, right? We talk about this PTS. Does the military or the government, do they go through any evaluation, any testing, maybe talking to a therapist for a year after they come home to make sure that they integrate into civilian life properly? Is there any programs or protocols in place to make sure, okay, this soldier has PTS, we need to treat this now, and along with any physical elements that they might have,
Right.
because a lot of this, it seems like there's a mental health aspect to it.
Huge mental health.
Well, here's the crazy thing is this is kind of how this podcast started.
Right.
Because and Steve, I'll give you a background. This kind of leads into how we started. Scott, we're in.
This will answer your question too.
Me and Scott were in around the same time. Now he was in a whole different thing than I was, and I was in a whole different thing. We didn't even know each other. About 4 years ago, we met at let's call it what it was, a shitty sales job that we both took. And we found out we were both Marines and whatever, and we formed a friendship, and it's moved on, and we it is what it is now. But at the same time, he was going through different things through the VA hospital that I didn't even know was available. Because somebody in his unit or somebody he knew said, hey, this is what you could do, this is what you should do.
Well, they came and got me.
Well, they came and got
They
you.
came and got me. Whole different ballgame.
Now me, they're like, where are you going? I was going back to Philadelphia. Here's your moving companies, a list of moving companies. This is when you're leaving. This is when you're done. Are you sure you don't want to re-enlist? No, I'm good to go. All right, sign here. They came, picked up my stuff, and out I went. That was the end of it. And my nice certificate, the honorable discharge certificate, is in. That's how that works. So I hope that answered your question. That I guess it's
to
just
me, that's crazy.
they don't.
It took 12 years later.
To-
It took 12 years later, or 10 years later for us
for
to
the
actually have a
people who
conversation.
actually
Right.
provide the freedom that we live in and who actually go fight the wars, they provide what we live in, right? They
Yeah,
provide
now
the
might
lives
be
we
different.
have.
You guys
And
get
not
it
to
now.
have the help that they need when they come home from the battlefield, to me,
Well,
that's crazy.
Well, Steve might know more current.
That's the thing that really is the thing that I don't understand. I mean, we've gone through, and you guys know this too, we've gone through 5 VA directives that have lasted less than 2 years. I mean, we just had one that was a rear admiral that I was like, wow, we finally got somebody who's great, been in the service, he's worked his way up, he started there, he's a great guy, and they found some crap in his background too. I mean,
Right.
to me, like, I don't understand, like, even the guy right now, I don't know if you guys are aware, but the president gave the VA director last January a $5 million check to create a huge awareness campaign for PTSD and to help with it.
Yeah, they didn't use it.
$57,000. That's it.
That's horrible.
Today.
That's atrocious.
Where'd the rest of the money go?
$1.95 million sitting in the bank account that we could be using to do stuff like your broadcast, my stuff, the large-scale events that we're going to start doing that I'm going to tell you guys about, to raise awareness that they should have been doing like for the last 25 years.
Absolutely.
Well, here's the thing too, Steve, is that PTSD, a lot of people associate it with just military only, and I'm here to say that our law enforcement suffer from PTSD as well as our firefighters because they.
Absolutely.
And it's actually becoming a really big epidemic in this country, especially with the men and women in blue.
Yeah.
They really, really struggle with PTSD. But yeah, it's a problem.
But here's the thing: our government has
Well, I'm
a $3 trillion budget,
Well, I'm gonna tell you.
and they can't take some of that money to help to awareness or put programs in place when these soldiers who allow us to live and have that
Well, it's medication.
It,
Well, it's medication, right? It's medication.
Get $5 million sitting in the bank account.
Well, here's the deal, right, Steve? So as opposed to actually helping them with physical fitness and different kind of things. They want to get people on these medications, these opioids and things like that.
Yeah.
Now,
Don't get me started with
Well-
the connection to the pharmaceutical company.
well, did you see here now, Steve, that Purdue Pharma, one of the leaders of the opioids, McKinney and Company, who's a management consulting company, it's come to light that they actually started pushing Purdue Pharma to push it out to the mainstream opioids, and they also were proactive on how to counter law enforcement so that they could push
Oh,
this
come
out.
on, man.
So that's actually starting to come out now.
This is all real.
Yeah. No, that's real
You
life.
guys are
Jesus.
aware, but Dave, there's a gentleman named Mike. I can't remember his last name, but he's actually filed a class action lawsuit against a lot of these, companies like McKinnon that are pushing opioids as the be-all to end-all. And
Right.
that's another issue now. Why you want to talk about why the numbers have gone up? Well, a lot of the numbers have gone up because now we have veterans that are wind up committing overdose from
Correct.
self-medicating.
Well, that's what it is. So, literally, so to answer kind of your question, Tom, from my perspective, just with this is that when somebody gets out of the military, now they're not protected by military, right? It's like any job, right? You're not protected. So as soon as you get home, excuse me, they see the dollar sign for these pharma companies,
No,
these
sure.
big businesses. They see
Right.
this dollar sign, then now they can start medically treating you, which now means that they have to pump, pills and shit down your throat, which is big money for these big things.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely, I'm not going to sit here and say that I know what's going on, but I'll tell you what, when you're giving guys a series of drugs, I mean, I've got guys that I know personally that went through a whole year of counseling, drugs, whatever, and then at the end, he was keeping track of everything, and when he went to see his counselor, the counselor had actually retired. So what happened was he got a new counselor. So the counselor was like, okay, so we're going to start with this counseling and we're going to put you on these drugs. And he was like, wait a minute, that's the drugs that I took like over a year ago. That's what they started me on over a year ago. And he's like, what, is it the cycle? Like you go through this whole cycle of pills until you get back to the first one again and then think that we're too stupid to know that, we're taking the same thing that we took before.
Yeah, there's no positive end game with that.
I can tell you that from experience.
Well, yeah.
And the thing is that, when you're with VA, I mean, you know this too. You can go and if you don't have permission from your regular doctor, you can sit in the emergency room for 2 days. Whether the only thing they can do is hold you and wait till they get approval from your doctor
Right.
and your GP.
Agreed. 100%.
It's crazy.
Oh, it's unreal. So you were talking about some projects you have coming here down the line. What's going on there?
Well, we've decided that being that the government doesn't want to do a national campaign, we're going to. So we
Okay.
started a national campaign called KO PTSD, or Knockout PTSD. And it has a three-pronged approach. One is we're asking all of our friends in the military and all of our friends in the National Guard to do a video and share it on their own social media where they ask their friends and their neighbors and their family to give $30 time tax-deductible donation to KO PTSD to help us fight for those who fought for us. The other part of it is my background also includes the fact that I was a WKA kickboxer. And I have ties to the MMA world and to the WKA, to the ISKPA, and various different, a lot of those guys to do the same thing on their Instagram, Facebook, and whatever, but obviously that's a much larger scale thing. I mean, if you've got somebody like, Matt Serra or asking people to help on his, 500,000 million follower Instagram, hopefully we'll get a lot better which, has about 250. And the third part of that is in association with some of these different various organizations, we plan on having some large-scale fights at locations that normally would not host MMA or kickboxing matches, and open it to the public to give them an opportunity to see something that they've never seen before. In the same token, raising awareness to thousands of people, like in arenas that would hold 50 to 60,000 people, to get that message out there. Because if the VA won't do it, we will.
Now you're doing something at RFK Stadium. You were telling us.
That's correct. Yeah.
That's outstanding. Now, any kind of time frame when you're looking to kick this thing
We
off?
serving hot dogs at RFK Stadium? I mean, what is it? What are we doing?
Memorial Day weekend, we figured that's the appropriate time.
Okay. All right, that's going to be a good deal. So
And
if
then, as we lock everything down and we know exactly who's going to be there and, the times and the dates and everything, of course I'll, stay in touch with you guys. You can also share it.
now,
of course.
now, what are you looking to do at first? Kind of just put on a like an exhibition MMA thing, or you just kind of like a meet and greet at first, or what is kind of your?
Yeah, actually, we're discussing the idea of putting on an expo.
There we go.
We wouldn't have to use any one particular specific group,
Right.
whether it's kickboxing, MMA, whatever, and we would be able to have probably bigger names than you would expect, because it won't affect their fight record or their belts.
Conor McGregor and Floyd should have done that.
Well, they kind of did do that. They kind of already did.
Yeah.
I was just making a joke.
Yeah.
Are you guys interested in participating? Of course, we'd love to have
Oh, I only do tickle fights, brother. That's
Yeah.
all I do. Tickle fights and tummy sticks. That's me.
That's too tough for me.
Well, listen,
I'd run like a girl.
listen. Maybe also just a thought, and we can talk about this offline a little bit. But there's a big community in the powerlifting community, so maybe you can incorporate some of these powerlifting personalities that are out there to show up, kind of a meet and greet. That'll always bring asses to the table, asses to the seats, because again, bodybuilding, powerlifting, just gym rats, meatheads, lunkheads, whatever you want to call people like that. That's a huge social gathering first and foremost. But two, it's also and what I know from it, from my short time being in the powerlifting community, and literally not even in the powerlifting community, it's a very tight knit group once you're in there. So
Yep.
if they know people are going to come, RFK Stadium, for instance, you're going to have people coming from Jersey, you're going to have people coming from Philadelphia, you're going to have people coming from New York, all to see some of these personalities. And obviously, if you have some MMA fighters too, that's just a nice little breeding ground meshing pot there to bring in all kinds of different people.
Well, we can get some fitness YouTubers, some of these big guys out there to do that, some YouTubers and creators who these people watch, and get some.
The more the merrier. I mean, part of what we thought about was that during the day we could do kind of an awareness and an education
Right.
program, invite kids from, and what I was looking at was the fact that this is obviously going to garner a major amount of media attention. We have some special guests that I actually am not allowed to say. I've been told by our sports media group right now, but there's a possibility that we may have a few Hall of Fame.
Can you give us some initials?
Players and,
MJ?
and possibly some other sports stars there as well.
Well, that's fantastic.
Yeah. And what we were thinking was during the day we'd like to invite some of the local groups, like maybe a local karate studio or a martial arts place that wouldn't normally get media attention, to bring their kids out and give them a platform where they could actually get, a little bit of education about the importance of headgear and the fact that you get kicked in the head, you can also wind up with TBI and PTSD symptoms.
Right.
That if you're playing football and you get head, you can get, TBI. That if you're, police officer and, you know, you throw a flash bang too close to, you know, to yourself when you're breaking in a house, you can wind up with PTSD. So yeah, it would be a day of education during the day, probably from like 1 o'clock to like maybe 6, and then we would start the expo fight, and then there's a good possibility we would have some celebrity guests, like a group called the Miracles, performing some music as well.
Well, that's fantastic. Yeah, I mean, not to, you know, again, I think that's great. Are you looking to have something like that go out?
Absolutely, yep.
Yeah, so we would love to be a part of that and give our listeners and our viewers, you know, that push to kind of explore, not only tuning in and listening to about PTSD, but actually going to the actual event. I think that would be a fantastic event.
Where's it at again?
RFK,
Where's that at?
Okay.
Washington.
Oh, GC. Yeah, that's it.
you know that's.
And then in RFK Stadium.
Yeah, I think that would be phenomenal. We get that going. That would be great. Yeah, head to head would love to.
It's 222 miles away. Just for reference.
That's fine. Head to head would love to be a part of that. I
This is
think.
like go away.
No, because I think that's
No, it's great.
PTSD
It's
needs
great.
to be. My feelings aside, it really does
It needs to
aside.
be educated.
Well, I like what Steve said in the beginning, where he said, you know, they use exercise, they use
Meditate.
fitness and meditation just to help us sleep.
Correct.
I mean, listen, Chris can have a heart to heart with you right now, and to tell you that sleep is not our forte.
No.
And
Sleep
that
is so important.
listen.
So important to
You know,
health.
I mean, think about the fact that you got, you know, you're taking all these drugs, right? So your body is already in a place where it doesn't even know who it is. So it can't help to heal itself any way, shape, or form.
Right.
And now, in addition to that, you're getting an hour's worth of sleep. Now, you guys know, just like I know, in Vietnam, one of the things they used for torture was sleep deprivation.
Correct.
Word.
They would wake you up.
You start to
every 15
hallucinate at a
minutes.
certain point.
They would let you sleep for 5 and wake you up for 15. And after, you know, like weeks of this, you know, guys would hang themselves inside their own cage.
Right.
Or dash their heads so hard into the cage that they'd break their own skull.
Right.
So sleep deprivation is a big problem, and it's something that the VA is not even slightly interested in even talking about.
Which I don't get. Why are we not talking about these issues, or why are we not trying to solve?
There's
these
no
issues?
there's no foundation to speak about it. Like since they're
You tell me. I mean, the fact that I'm doing this, and they have this money sitting there, and they could easily do this.
Easily.
Just, it doesn't even make any sense to me. I mean,
It should be a top priority.
we spoke a little while ago, me and Chris, about when the government was shut down. Remember, the EPA was the highest level of employees that would be laid off first, not laid off first, but the highest level of employees funded by the government, and all the way at the bottom, the VA is the last.
Correct.
The lowest amount of employees funded by the government.
Just
It's the smallest organization. And if I'm misguided, somebody can tell me. But as far as that chart showed me that day, that's what that said. So
Yeah.
that was disheartening.
Yeah, of
Correct.
course.
Well,
For
I
the
think
people.
one of the biggest problems is that we treat PTSD, and we kind of touched on it, as a mental illness. Okay? It's not a mental illness. It's a stress illness that affects your entire body, including your brain. So if you treat it as a mental illness, then counseling, drugs, and then more drugs is the answer. But it's not. It's a stress illness. So it can affect your nervous system. It can affect your heart rate. It can affect your blood flow, your blood pressure, your heart, your lungs, your kidneys from all the drugs that you're taking and getting all these other side effects that have nothing to do with why you're being treated.
True.
So if you don't treat it as a
But-
whole body situation, which is what we do, that's our unique approach, then you're only treating a tenth of what the people are going through.
And let me ask this: are a lot of these soldiers who are going through this PTS and all these elements that he's talking about, are they also drinking?
Yes.
To
Yeah,
kinda-
there's all types of
Yeah,
coping mechanisms.
Yeah, because now you're drinking on all that medication,
Yeah.
You're coping.
which is
So like he said,
terrible.
exercise is a coping mechanism.
Drinking on top of all the drugs.
yeah, drinking it like they'll all say, do
Right.
not drink on this medication.
Right.
and they're probably trying to drink to go to sleep
Right.
Or just get through the day. to be
or
honest
get
with
through
you.
the day.
Right.
Yeah.
Where's
You know what it is too? It could be. This is a tough topic to talk about. Maybe
Well,
that's
that's a
is
huge
that
part.
could-
It is, and I think that's why the idea of using a fellow brother, and you guys know this, just like we did. It's easier for you to talk to a brother about what's going on than to have a U.S. Marine or a Navy SEAL be like, hey brother, you know what? I think I may need to go to the VA because I got this stuff going on in my head.
Right.
Which,
So-
which then the guy looks at you and goes, are you kidding me, bro? What the, I'm not gonna say that on YouTube, but
Right.
are you kidding me? What are you,
Right, you bitch. Yeah.
words
But
that-
I'll definitely look on that right now. So, Chris and I have known each other 5 years. It took us 2 years just to have a conversation. And we're both Marines. We know each other. Families know each other, and that's within a brotherhood.
And we only know so much.
We only know so much. We only talk so much. But that's just because we, over time. Not that I don't trust him or he doesn't trust me. It's just,
I don't need to open it up.
yeah, it's a can of worms. It doesn't need to have a
Yeah,
conversation about anything. So.
No, exactly. And I mean, no one in elite fighting force is going to admit that they have a problem.
No, because if you're
They're the baddest MFs in the world.
well, here's the deal. If you're in law enforcement,
Rangers, Air Force Recon, SEALs, these are guys that you can't walk up to and be like, yo, bro, I know, man, you just got back, and, look, man, I care about you, and I want you to come with me to the, to the VA, because, I think you might have some.
Well, I would do that. I would do that too. It's just, I think the point is whether you would. I mean, I would do that to
well,
someone.
here's the deal too. So, like for law enforcement and firefighters, if they go and start saying that they are having problems, they lose their job.
Well, that's a huge aspect.
So that's why they're not going to go in.
Yeah, because then you're going to get put out on mental instability leave.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right. So that's why that goes unnoticed or untreated, unlooked at, untalked about in those circles.
Right. And if you do want to get out of the military and go into a job like that, you sure as hell can't talk about it.
Correct.
And if you are receiving disability through the VA over a certain percentage, you can't even get a federal job at this point.
Correct.
So
Right.
Was it 30%?
I think it's
Which is
30%,
another
yeah.
ridiculous thing. We haven't even gotten to that, but
So there's a lot of reasons not to talk about it. There's a lot of reasons.
Well,
there's every reason.
There's more reasons to talk about it. It's just
Right.
unfortunate that like people actually have to. It's almost like you have to hide from it
Yeah.
Right.
because you don't want to be labeled. You don't want any. Well, basically, it's just about stigmas. Yeah.
Stigma.
Yeah. Because you can't get a job.
The only way you're going to get over a stigma is to talk about it.
Right.
And
Yeah, well-
to put it out there into the public and to start somehow dealing with these issues that these soldiers are going through and finding solutions.
Yeah,
And
Steve,
why the government is not putting the purse behind anything, developing is
Because they'd have to
crazy.
accept it. They'd have to
That
accept
is
it.
absolutely crazy to me.
They'd have to accept it.
if we do this massive campaign that should have been done, and we incorporate people that are well respected, that are known, and we do them on large scale events so that it's everywhere, they won't be able to hide it anymore. And to our veterans and police and the fire department and anybody else suffering from TBI or PTSD, we will already have started the conversation.
Right.
It makes it easy for other people then to expand the conversation. That's all I want to do. I just want to. It's already out there, so the conversation's already started. All we have to do is join the conversation.
Sure. So what's the next move here, Steve? Where are we looking at here next week and 2 weeks from now and 6 months from now? And I understand Memorial Day and all that, but what's the next steps for you guys? And how can we be a part of it? How can we help you guys out? And how can people reach out to you guys that are in need?
Well, next week we're kicking off the KO PTSD, and anybody that would like to help us fight for the vets is welcome to go to www.b4bvets.com, and they can make a $30 donation to help us in the fight. If you are a YouTube celebrity, if you are a celebrity, if you a somebody who is, partial to our cause or an advocate, we'd be happy to, make an advocate video and just tell them that we're trying to, raise money for those who have fought for us under the heading of, www.koptsd.com. And like I said, I will stay in touch with you guys. We will keep you up to date on our 3-stadium tour. Obviously, the first one would be 3 this year at areas where they would normally not have an MMA or a kickboxing show. So we'll also give troops and the bases that are in the area a chance to see something live that they don't normally get a chance to do.
Okay. Fantastic.
That's great.
Yeah, it's a good deal, brother. Well, we definitely appreciate you coming on today, and we're gonna definitely keep in touch. We're gonna keep helping you on our end, push out this message, and hopefully we can grab some of these people for the calls to come on and either A, talk about it, B, put out that video.
Fuck that alphabet you got, bro.
I got all kinds of alphabets, brother. I got all kinds of.
Yeah, go for big. Go for big.
No, but my point is, we're gonna try to get them. We're gonna try to get our, any contacts or anybody, obviously, that are suffering from it or having some issues. We always want to help and support them. Obviously, we have Steve over at Brothers for Brothers, and we have some other resources that can help with some grief and things of that nature that we've had on in the past. But also, Steve, we're going to put your information on our webpage. I don't know if you had an opportunity to look at our webpage there at headtoheadpodcast.com, but there you'll find not only our interviews and different things like this, but you'll also see some of our sponsors, and you'll see some of our resources that can help with this. So we'll definitely add stuff to our links there. And again, whatever we can do for you guys, Steve, Brothers for Brother, we're more than happy to be there. And if if you guys want us at RFK Memorial Day weekend or whatever it might be for the show, for whatever, we're happy to do that. That's not a problem at all.
That would be awesome to have you guys there and maybe to be able to have the conversation with some NFL players and some people that are well-respected members of the community that are also veterans.
Yeah, well,
and like I said, just keep the conversation going. I think that's the biggest thing, is that we have to keep the conversation going. We have to make sure that all our brothers know, whether they're whatever branch of service, the police, fire department, first responders, it's okay, to rely on other brothers, that it's okay that somebody's got your six.
correct, 100%. We agree with that. Whether you're currently serving now, or you're recently separated, or you're, you've been out for some time, we should always have each other's backs, 100%.
Absolutely.
Well, Steve, we definitely appreciate it, sir. We're going to keep in touch with you, for as long as it takes, and we're going to push this out again, and reach out to some of our contacts and any new contacts that we're making here. We're gonna push them over to your side to see if they're willing to at least have a conversation about what they can do to contribute in a positive way to the cause here, because we really think it's a important topic, and it's definitely a problem that's affected our men and women currently serving when they get home, and obviously our local fire and law enforcement, and even rescue for that matter, because they see a whole bunch of garbage too on a day in and day out. So anybody that's suffering from this, whether you've served, not served, law enforcement, not, we want to help those individuals, like you said, continue the conversation.
Right. And I mean, on our side, once we get the clinical trial started here in Pennsylvania, I would love to have you speak to the head of our clinical research team, who is a 44-year psych nurse who actually used to work for the VA and left them because she felt that they were doing less than nothing to help the people that she started to see on a personal basis.
I think that's their motto, isn't it? The VA, welcome to the Veterans Administration.
Yeah.
We do less than nothing.
We do, as long as, you know,
That's
you're advocating
that's
and-
amazing.
yeah,
I mean, that's
yeah.
that's crazy.
We do less than nothing.
Very almost.
Yeah.
Almost. You almost had it. You almost had it.
Yeah.
Mr. Miller, we
Well,
appreciate your
welcome to
time
the
today,
VA.
sir.
We-
Thank you so
we-
much.
We cannot help you.
much.
Is that their motto?
Yeah, yeah, that's it. Yeah. We're sorry we can't help you.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, Steve, you take care of yourself, sir. Stay warm, you know, and we'll keep in touch. We'll talk offline. We'll bring you back for updates, and we'll be glad to, like I said, assist you in your mission however we can, sir.
That's awesome, guys. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much for fighting the good fight with us.
Absolutely, sir. You take care of yourself, brother. Stay safe.
All right, you too, brother.
Thank you, brother.
All right, bye.
Mr. Steve Miller, ladies and gentlemen, from B4BVets.com and KOPTSD.com as well. So, no, that was great, man. Hey, we need to pick, jump tabs right now. We need to pick somebody for the, one of our,
Well, I think Todd already did pick.
4,000, 1,000, 4,000? Yeah, 500,000 subscribers right now on YouTube. 'Cause
Oh.
by the time this video goes out, it'll be 500,000.
Well, I think Todd already kind of picked. He kind of threw it already out there. He said he saw somebody pop up, said
Yeah,
Dickie
somebody
Dubs.
popped up. Yep.
So whoever Dickie Dubs is, hey Dickie Dubs, we appreciate you subscribing. We wanna
And chiming in.
chiming in. He chimed in on our YouTube. So for those that sat back and were timid by pushing some keyboards and stuff, hey,
Yeah.
don't do it next time. We're gonna have some more contests. It might not be a $50 gift card.
No,
It might
actually,
be some other stuff.
it's going to be $1,000 gift card for March.
Yeah.
What are you laughing for? I'll put you on the
Because
floor
I'm
right
going
now.
outside. I'm going to start.
Yeah.
putting this-
That's the idea.
Well, me
So-
too.
so
Me
listen,
too.
hold on.
Me too.
Yeah, me too. No, but it is, folks. Now it's gonna be $1,000 gift card for March giveaway. We're gonna do it. It's
There's some other criteria.
there's gonna be a lot of criteria, so we'll put that out later though on this week. So we got a whole month. We did a $50 gift card. We've driven up to almost $1,000. 1,000 subscribers. So we're thinking that $1,000 gift card, and we're gonna make it either to Google Play, Apple iTunes, or Apple Store.
Or the head-to-head store.
The head-to-head store. You can buy all the t-shirts you want. Or we'll do Amazon again for you guys. But we're gonna do $1,000 gift card for the month of March, and we want to have you guys, share our stories, subscribe, write us, all the fun stuff, and we'll pick somebody viable.
So, Dickie Dubs, what I need you to do is send us an email at headtoheadcast@gmail.com. Send that over to us with your
Reach
name.
out to us on any social media platform.
Or you could do that because we want to be able to get you this gift card out to you ASAP, so you can show the winners on that you got. Subscribe. You won, and the gift card will actually work when you go to use it.
I think it's important for the viewers to type in and send this information because they can drive the conversation.
Well, that's
good.
You know, they can drive more material.
Yeah.
It's important to hear what they have to
Yeah,
say.
that's what we want to see them on here too.
Yeah.
All right, so give me the spread for tomorrow, Scout.
What I think it's 2.5. Is it
I don't know
2.5?
what the line
That's
did.
it?
I don't know what the line
think
did.
that's what I heard
Wow.
yesterday.
Okay, well, let's go that route.
2.5.
All right.
The Patriots.
2.5 touchdowns?
No,
So
no,
they're
no.
minus
2.5
2.5.
points.
I know that, but
So
you're going to tell me it's that close to the game?
that's what they're saying.
That's
yeah.
what they're saying.
I might just watch The Masked Singer and skip all that.
You know what? I think you got in my head because obviously I would like to see the Rams win. I'm going 28-4 Patriots.
I will go with you on that. I just don't think Tom Brady loses this two
Don't
Super
hold
Bowls in a
back
row.
now, brother.
No, I really
Don't
just
hold
don't.
Plus,
back.
I was so horrible during the playoffs, picking the playoffs. My gut.
Playoffs don't count, though, brother.
I was originally going to go with take the Rams, but I said, you know what? I was so bad during the playoffs.
Oh, so you're actually trying to double jinx? You're trying to jinx
I'm going
them?
the opposite.
You're
way
trying to
of what
jinx them.
what
I
was
see
gonna
what the
do.
game you're playing. You're trying to jinx the boys. But
So who's going to win the World Series this year? I'll put you out. I'll
Oh.
put you 9 months out.
Ooh, I don't
You going to say
know.
the Cubs?
without Bryce Harper signing yet here, in
Where
Philadelphia?
where is he? Gee, I just heard he visited the Padres.
Yeah, well,
I
better
don't
weather,
know.
I guess.
He's
Yeah.
fun,
Well,
too.
hopefully the Red Sox don't get off to that unbelievable start that they got off to last. I mean, are the Celtics going to win the NBA World Championship?
No.
What's in the water
Did you see the
in
Sixers?
Boston?
We could go on and on, brother. You saw the Sixers the other night. They took out Golden State.
I
in
saw
Golden
that.
State.
I love that.
Oh,
Didn't
man.
Golden
Oh.
State just get a...
Everybody?
No, who did they just pick up?
All of them?
He came off the. They picked him up in the offseason, but
I'm
he
just
came.
making shit up. But
He
go ahead.
came. No,
Oh, you know I don't know anything.
But he came,
He's like, yeah, they
he
just
came
picked up-
off
I
like
appreciate
the
it, Tom.
injury list, like a couple of weeks ago.
Boogies.
Yeah,
Bugs.
yeah.
Gee,
Did
Bugs.
you see Davis down in New Orleans? He wants to be traded. Rumors going he's going to the Lakers.
Yeah, go.
Yeah.
LeBron's going to call us.
That- oh,
Who's he playing for now?
The
LeBron.
Lakers.
Oh.
That's what I wanted to bring up because you said MJ. We got some to an MJ versus LeBron debate. Yeah, that's always a hot
Versus Wilt?
debate. Hey.
I mean, listen.
Well,
We can have those
Is there another
NBA.
one?
We can have those
Is
NBA
Wilt the one who slept with
conversations.
like 10,000 women?
Well, he won.
Yeah.
Well, he won.
Isn't that magic?
Did he pass? Is Wilt lie? I'm sorry. Is
No,
Wilt
yeah,
lie?
yeah.
You don't have to apologize. This is real world stuff, brother. We don't know.
He
We
said-
don't
I
know.
would say that has to be a happy man.
We don't know.
That has to be a happy
Tired or
man.
very tired.
Or very tired. There you go. Yeah.
He might be really
Yeah,
tired.
you might have weak knees. Weak knees.
Listen, brother.
Right,
Well,
that's what Mickey used to tell
We got
Bob,
some.
right?
I can't read that. You guys read that Instagram over there?
what's that saying over there? Todd, you see that?
It says wave, and then who are those people?
We got. I can't. You know, my eyes are terrible, man. I'm getting
You
too
close
old.
to the wheel. You're three inches away now.
It's a
I can always measure 3 inches.
KAIF. Kef.
Okay.
Yeah,
What's
I don't
going
know.
on?
Yeah.
How you doing?
What's up? Shout
There's
out.
a few other ones in there too.
Hey, what's
I
going on,
need
buddy?
my readers to look
Yeah,
at
what
that
is that
stuff.
saying over there?
Just gonna get up and check it out now. That's some tiny writing on Instagram.
That's
Yeah,
tiny.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Good luck. To
Yeah,
them.
I-
Hey,
yeah.
everybody that reached in, hi,
Yeah.
everybody. We appreciate
I'm
it.
gonna have to get up and look now because now I need that. Well, I'll just do it. You know, at this point, just peek in here. Let me see what we got. We got
Yeah.
Yagmer A16 join. Appreciate that. And Nate, you got to keep that. It ends with Ford, so
Yeah.
somebody's related to President Ford.
All right.
That's how I see that.
Or they're like Ford trucks, which
Ford trucks.
me and that individual are together. But
Yeah, that.
hey, we listen.
appreciate it,
we,
guys.
we appreciate everybody. We
It's been
appreciate.
2.5 hours of podcasting.
Yeah,
There you go.
We did a little marathon here.
2 hours and 7 minutes. So
So-
let's call that.
But we appreciate Tracy coming on a little earlier, talking about
Yeah.
all the great, crazy stuff going on in the world, kind of getting a different perspective than what we've had to head before. And also, obviously, Steve Miller, Brothers for Brothers. Todd joining us here live in studio. So we should shape out for a nice Super Bowl tomorrow. And
Yeah. What are you guys eating for Super Bowl?
I have a friend who throws a party every year. Everybody brings a dish.
Did you get invited?
I was just going to ask him. So
I
what's
didn't
up?
get invited either. He said he has a friend. We're all sitting here doing this.
Yeah.
I thought we were friends.
All right. So you're having a big smorgasbord of food?
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right. The wife's making chili and cornbread today. So tomorrow I got to decide. You didn't get an invite. And I knew before camp I could have brought some with
Yeah,
me.
both these two in my house.
You guys ever seen a guitar smash over somebody's head? Here it comes.
So anyway, we appreciate everybody tuning in today. Dickie Dubs, do not forget to reach out to us because we want to get you out that gift certificate. Look for us here moving forward. And again, PTSD is a serious deal. You might not be directly affected, but I'm pretty sure you know somebody in this day and age that has been affected by it. So let's continue that conversation. Let's continue that conversation with Sports with Todd here moving after tomorrow because we were talking about NBA and obviously ramming up for baseball. And then me and Scott, of course, just continue to talk, to hear ourselves talk. And that's how
We're gonna add a new segment during the week. It's gonna be basically where we're talking about music, picking out some songs and maybe a movie, and doing some reviews and bringing that forward.
showcasing.
Because really, I'm not to get off topic. I know we need to end this here, but just that Peyton Taylor artist alone, like just hearing somebody new, that's
Refreshing.
refreshing, and I just want to. I think we should
voice.
start bringing that forward to our listeners around the
Absolutely.
world,
Agreed.
America.
America.
Appreciate it, folks. Head-to-headpodcast.com. This is Todd the Scout.
I'm Chris.
Yeah, well, there you go. At least you knew it.
Well, I had to think.
And
I was ready
Scott.
for you.
No, you wanted me to introduce you, outro yourself?
The outro yourself, and I was going to take it home.
Take care,
Take
Warriors.
care.
Be good.
All right.